we are told to find the slope of the line that goes through the points 5, 1, and 3, 6. So say we don't have graph paper and we can't write in our line and we can't find the slope that way. How do we find the slope just by having these two different points? Well, there is a formula called the slope formula. And what this says is that m equals the slope. So let me write that in. So slope equals y2 minus y1, all of this over x2 minus x1. So now that we have this simple formula in mind, let's think, okay, now we need to input our value for x2 and x2 and x1 and y2 and y1. So let's take a look at the ordered pairs. The first number is always the x value, and the second number is always the y value, or the y coordinate or x coordinate value. Same here. So this would be x right over here. And since it's the first x that comes up, this is going to be x1. Take a look at this next number, this 1 over here. It's the second number in this ordered pair, which means it's the y value. And since it is the first y to come up, it is y1. Now we move over to our next point, 3, 6. Same thing, that's x, but that is the second x that we see, which means that is x2. And the next one is the second y we see, which means that is y2. Now with these in mind, let's substitute them into our formula. So all of this would equal y2 is equivalent to 6, so we would put 6 minus y1. y1 equals 1. All of this over x2. What is x2? x2 is 3, right over here, so we would put 3 minus, and what is x1? x1 is 5, so 3 minus 5. So what would all of this equal? Well, 6 minus 1 equals 5, so we can write that in, 5, over, and then what is 3 minus 5? This is going to equal negative 2. And if you divide 5 by negative 2, the answer will be negative, so instead we can just write the slope as negative 5 halves. So we can rewrite this as m equals negative 5 halves. And this is our answer. So this formula over here, the slope formula, is going to be really helpful when you have two different points and you don't have graph paper, you can't, visually see it. It's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And remember, m is the slope, and this is our answer for this specific problem. I hope this video was helpful, and like always, stay positive.